The baby was crying, only to find out a lot of times no one even had that room.
You've heard things, you felt things tug you. Have you ever seen something?
I have so many times. I remember seeing a man in uniform.
What's the story behind that?
It's always a man fully in gray. He has a hat on and he seems to be very tall. But by the time I get there, he's gone.
Miss Hester mentioned that one of the apparitions here was a man in gray. Now, the Confederate soldiers during the Civil War wore gray uniforms. We happened to be in there in that one time and we get something that says Colonel, like it's addressing a colonel, and aren't you afraid? Two different voices.
Colonel, aren't you afraid?
It's right off the main stairs in the foyer. This is where we got that, the Colonel, aren't you afraid? Which is sweet because there's a tie to Civil War, there's a tie to soldiers. We're going to do air cues, big time. Upstairs, and the bedrooms where all the children are said to play, and so
Let's go check it out.
Ruff and Sterling room, guests say that they can feel kids jumping on the bed. They also say that they hear the sounds of laughter, the kids all up in this area. This is the William Winters room. In this room, or actually both these rooms, no, going further, this whole place up here is where all the kids stayed. Did you just hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
It sounded like a kid. This is the William Winters room. In this room, or actually both these rooms, no, going further, this whole place up here is where all the kids stayed. Did you just hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
It sounded like a kid.
It did.
God, dude.
It came from over there.
It did. That sounded like a kid, like
It's like,
hey, ha, 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 or like it was a laugh, or it was like a...
Right. I heard it. Guarantee I caught it on the camera.
It wasn't us. It wasn't the crew. There are definitely no kids in the house. So what I want to do now is go back, check the video cameras for audio, and see if we captured anything. This is the William Winters room. In this room, or actually both these rooms, oh, going further, this whole place up here is where all the kids stay. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I heard it.
Oh, yeah. Play back. Going further, this whole place up here is where all the kids stay. That's not EVP, that's VP.
Did y'all make a
It
noise?
sounded like a kid.
Voice phenomena, or VP, are unexplained voices caught on tape that are audible to the human ear in real time.
Getting that voice phenomena in the house was huge. I mean, it really points to the fact that the Myrtles is really haunted. But we really want to test out our air cues theory. So I want to call Dr. Sam Hyde. He's going to come in and tell us a little bit about the history of the Myrtles Plantation and how it ties into our air cues.
The area where we are now is a really peculiar region in itself. So it has a long history of extraordinary violence. Violence wasn't merely an accepted event, it was an expected event. And here at the Myrtles, we see that happen here as well.
What do you mean by that, at the Myrtles?
Well, we all know the famous ghost stories about the murders here and everything, but if you get into the Civil War, the rates of violence were simply indescribable, and the people in these communities would have felt it the worst. They came and they intensely shelled these towns. They would burn houses, burn crops, gang raping of women, and you can imagine when things like that happen, it creates a savage response in the local population.
Which goes into a lot of paranormal study, that very violent and traumatic history seems to leave an impression on the environment.
So we're trying to do some experiments, and what we're doing, we're calling it air cues. What it is recreating the past, trying to draw out energy, trying to draw out responses, voices, and whatever evidence we can find.
Well, you know, y'all would be the experts in that regard, but what I would say is a certainty that you are going to have bountiful examples of potential spirits around you, and most of them are going to be pissed off.
With both the history of the plantation and the evidence that we collected on our past investigations, it really points to the Civil War era. I want to call in our Everyday Paranormal affiliate in Louisiana to come in and share some of the evidence that they've collected over the years to see if anything points in the same direction. I know that y'all have got some pretty good EVPs from this place. Why don't you tell me a little about what you got here?
Well, I think if you go to EVP 8B, walking right past the pond, and we're just talking, and we get this clear as a bell.
And there was nobody. I mean, nobody out there, just us walking quietly.
Let me see. Go on, get to the trees.
Go on, get to the trees.
Were you just quiet at the time, just walking around? All right, let's see what else you got here.
He's fired 2 shots with the steamer starting west, going to Fort Sumter from a cannon named Betsy.
There's the first.
That actually sounds like a cannon.
Yeah.
Named the cannons after their girlfriends.
He's talking about cannons.
Oh, sweet. Hang on one second. I got to go back to that. Yeah. That sounds like a damn cannon.
He's fired 2 shots with the steamer starting west, going to Fort Sumter from a cannon named Betsy.
Dude, check this out. Ken and Maria, they came up here and they brought some of their EVPs from some of the times they've been here. But the one I was truly impressed with was they were out here on the patio, and the guy starts talking about the battles, the Civil War, and he says, and the cannons and blah, blah, and this thing goes...
So a freaking cannon.
Freaking cannon. Oh my God, you just hit on the Syracuse thing. If you really want to test this Syracuse theory, you have to bring the area back up to its most active level. In Shreveport, we did this by playing rockabilly music, but in this case, the era is the Civil War. So I've asked Dr. Hyde to help us by recording some passages from old Civil War era letters to see if we can restore some of that activity.
It's just a simple recorder. I'm just going to place it on the table, just talk in your normal voice, and it'll pick it up.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we're recording.
General Gardner, we have a message from General Pemberton. We are ordered to withdraw within the lines at Port Hudson and to hold it to the last. Courage, my brothers, courage. The Lord remains with us, no matter how bad it may look.
Coming up, the team begins their second Syracuse experiment
General Gardner, we have a message.
with chilling results.
You know what it's doing? It's right here. It's moving this way.
It's going crazy.
It's moving. Something just touched me on the back of the head.
The GhostLab team continues their investigation of Myrtles Plantation, rumored to be the most haunted home in America. Now that night has fallen, they begin to cast their electronic net.
There should be 2 of these. I don't want the cameras to bleed, so if there's any way we can maybe the back in the corner.
3, 4.
You got it, girls?
Okay, yeah, we got it. Here.
Keep going. Move left, left, left. More. You got it.
Looks good.
All right. Lights out in here.
With the net cast, the team is now ready to begin their Syracuse experiment.
Sam Hyde did all that Civil War stuff.
On the voice loop?
Yeah, since we got that Colonel EVP in this room, we need to try to link it. So I'm thinking probably right here, like maybe the base of the stairs.
Okay.
That way we can catch, anything coming from here, and maybe something in there.
Okay, let's just set it right here in the middle.
Where's your recorder?
I'm going to put mine...
Why don't you put it right out in the middle of the room?
Okay, I'll put it right here in the center.
Is it rolling?
Yep.
Okay, you ready?
General Gardner, we have a message from General Pemberton.
Brad and Barry, foyer.
We are ordered to withdraw within
House.
the lines at Port Hudson and to hold it to the last. The 9th Louisiana Partisan Rangers are clamoring to leave. He added another note as well. It reads, "May God have mercy on us all."
It's been a long war.
Courage, my brothers, courage. The Lord remains with us, no matter how bad it may look.
I need an officer quick. The Union's moving through.
Colonel, you here?
Dude. Oh my God, I have got a cold. Someone's opened a refrigerator behind me right now. Hey, call them, get a gun in here right now.
Barry, Paralab.
Hi, Barry.
Bring a thermometer in here ASAP into the foyer stairwell.
It is ice cold right here, dude.
Are you on the stairwell?
Katie, my arm is like numb cold right now. Whatever it is, my hand is sticking right in it. Do you feel it?
Yeah, I do.
It's like it's standing right here on the step.
Right now, it's ice cold on my face. 62.5.
It's not 60 degrees in here.
53 degrees.
Dude, because I feel it right here. It's like a pillar of cold. You know what it's doing? It's right here. It's moving this way.
It's going crazy.
It's moving. Something just touched me on the back of the head. Coming up and touch me again. The baseline temperature of that room was 78 degrees. That cold spot was 12 degrees colder than the rest of the room. Now, there's no reason for that. It's in the middle of the summer. The AC wasn't even on. I wasn't even standing near any vents. Now, when we get a temperature drop like that and we can trace it through a room, as a paranormal investigator, that's exciting stuff. My battery's drained. Let's go ahead and go back and review these. You should have been on the stairs when it hit, and right on my back it was like someone just opened a freezer door on your back, and you could put your hand through it.
The theory behind cold spots is simple. It's when an entity tries to manifest itself, it uses energy around it. When it uses up all the energy, it appears as a cold spot or a temperature fluctuation. I got one.
What's that?
I think it says, "Why can't you help?" Remember when Katie came in to give the temperature gun? On the stairwell, when we were feeling the cold breeze?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to it.
Move it this way, it's warm. You move it right through the
Yeah, I
I start talking, but you can definitely hear the "Why can't you help me?" There might be a me in there, but it's definitely a "Why can't you help?"
Okay, what do you think the temperature does there?
We were doing the error queue on the Civil War stuff.
Right.
This would have been before I got touched. So if you got that, and it's almost like, hey, I feel the cold spot right here, and it's like something grabbing you, like something's trying to get your attention in there.
Definitely.
That's intelligent like a mofo. The EVP that we got, this is somehow tied to the history of the building. There was a lot of strife and turmoil with the Civil War. There's also been murders in the house. We wanted to see if through error cues we could bring up the past, and it seemed to work. I mean, it really did. In EVPs, we got them here.
Personal experiences, a whole bunch of them. In fact, Brad had a personal experience.
Yeah, that was when we were on the stairs, and you can actually feel that cold spot moving up and down. Oh my God, someone's opened a refrigerator behind me right now. You can put your arm through it, it was so cold. And not only that, but we can actually record it with a temperature dip.
Right,
on
plus
the stairs at the same
EVP
time.
we got, "Why can't you help me?" Same time frame as a cold spot, so it's all wrapped up together.
Myrtles Plantation, we know personally that it's a freaking haunted place. It's a haunted house.
For the Klinge brothers, the results of this week's investigations represent an exciting case study for their RQ's theory. But their quest to truly understand paranormal phenomena may have just begun.
Remember, this is the way you do a paranormal investigation. In any kind of scientific method, in any kind of experimentation, you have to have lots and lots of data.
We're trying to prove the theory. That's the goal, whether it takes a couple of investigations or several years. That's what we're working for.
I mean, I'm sick of always hearing, the paranormal will never be proved. Well, if they told the Wright brothers that, people will never fly, that wouldn't have happened. I really think that we're onto something in all the science that we're doing, and to actually put it into practice and see it work, I mean, this is going to blow the paranormal world out of the water.